Hi guys, it's Miss Andrea here. We are learning about outer space this week. So today's book is all about rockets and spaceships. Rockets and Spaceships. Written by Karen Wallace. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Rumble, rumble, roar! A rocket takes off into the sky. It zooms up and away from Earth. The rocket flies very fast. So look at how big this is. This is giant. Rockets help us to explore space. Astronauts are scientists who travel in space. They travel in a spaceship at the top of a rocket. So there they are. And the rocket takes a spaceship up to space, and then the rocket falls away. Astronauts can see the moon and stars in space. They can see planets too. Our planet is called Earth. This is how astronauts see Earth from outer space. Maybe you've seen a picture of Earth in a book somewhere. Some astronauts have traveled to the moon. They explored the moon and did experiments. They picked up dust and rocks for scientists to study back on Earth. Sometimes astronauts walk in space. Walking in space is not like walking on Earth. Astronauts must use a special rope which keeps them attached to their spaceship. Otherwise, they would float away. So up in outer space, there is no gravity. Gravity is what keeps you on the ground. So in space, if you were to jump, you would keep going because there would be nothing to pull you back down to the ground. So this is a space shuttle. It is part rocket, part plane. Astronauts have used it for many trips to space. The plane part of the space shuttle can be used again and again. It takes off like a rocket and then glides back to Earth and lands like an airplane. The space shuttle uses rocket engines to blast off. When the rocket engine falls away, the shuttle plane flies into space. A space shuttle does many different jobs. It can carry satellites as well as astronauts. Different kinds of satellites do different jobs in space. Special computers help the satellites keep their correct position above the Earth. These satellites send and receive signals which help us every day. So if you have a cell phone, it sends a signal up to a satellite in outer space and then sends it back down to your phone. Some satellites send signals from one part of the world to another. We use these signals when we watch TV or talk on a phone. Other satellites take pictures of the weather from high above Earth. This picture shows that a storm is coming. The Hubble Space Telescope is a very special satellite. It is a telescope and a camera, and it can see stars and planets that are millions of miles away. That's very far. The planet in this picture is called Saturn. Probes are machines that explore space on their own. They do not carry astronauts. Space probes visit planets that are very far away. They take pictures and send them back to the scientists that are on Earth. A space probe carries this tiny rover to a planet called Mars. The rover explores Mars and studies the rocks. Some people think that there might be life on Mars. One day, scientists will know for sure. Some astronauts stay in space for months and months. The space station becomes their home. They do experiments and learn about living in space. Can you imagine eating and sleeping in a place where everything floats? Because remember, in outer space, there's no gravity that keeps you on the ground. There are still so many secrets to discover. Scientists invent new rockets and spaceships all the time. They even have plans to build a space hotel. Who knows? Maybe one day you might go on vacation in outer space. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? So these are the words that we learned about today. Astronaut is a person trained to travel into space in a spaceship and work in outer space. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun and it looks red. Rocket, a vehicle with a rocket engine that can travel through space. Satellite, a man-made space object that goes around Earth sending back information. Saturn, the 6th planet from the sun, and it has 7 thin rings of ice around it. That is the end. I hope you guys learned something new about rockets and spaceships, and I'll read to you next time. Bye.